And hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Archangelus Gaming with Archangelus here. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us a nice comment below. Now, I've finally done it in the Learning to Survive campaign. I finally got all the resources together, and I finally got the new engine array. You know, the large grid, large ion engines. I finally got them made. It took ages, it was a slogfest, but I've done it. And I want to show you how I did it. So I did have to modify things just slightly just to get there. Now, first of all, if I go into the Learning to Survive load, and I go edit settings, and then advanced, as you can see, under refinery speed, it's now at ×10 rather than realistic, because the platinum was taking forever to refine, and you know, I don't have the real-time hours to be able to you know, slogfest it through, leave it on running during the night and things like that. So I changed that to ×10. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I haven't changed any of the other options. They are all your default Learning to Survive options. So I'm going to cancel out of that and go OK. And then we're going to load our backup. The first thing you're going to see once this decides to load in is our new engine array, and there we have it. There you go, two lovely mammoth engines on the back end of this baby, and it's starting to take on a little bit of definition now. Yeah, as you see, I'm in a new area. I found by this broken asteroid where it looks like something is passed straight through. You know, there's platinum, there's iron, somewhere around here there's a bit of ice. Way over that way is a bit of cobalt. So, yeah, good little area. And for that, I started putting in a load of GPS markers. So what's this, gold 3 for example, there's your GPS markers, and for the cobalt deposit, there's the cobalt. And I was surprised to find some platinum here as well, which I needed to finish off these engines and get them in tip-top order. As I said, it took a while. Now what I'd also done is, on the few nights I had also left it running to grind through all of the resources, and I had turned on invulnerable and untargetable. Now, if you're wanting to get the Planet's Phobia achievement, you don't want to use those, because otherwise it does seem to have a negative effect on getting that achievement. Planet's Phobia also requires you never to die. However, it doesn't say anything that if you die and you then reload, it basically, you know, doesn't see that as a problem. You know, so it then allows you to continue on towards achieving Planet's Phobia. Now, Planet's Phobia is basically something that you find out later on when you're given a mission to do with a nearby planetary body. I say nearby, you can't see it from this distance. Anyways, right, going inside, as you can see, with all of the... Sorry, let me just go back outside for a second. As you've also seen, we now have, if I turn off everything, we now have quite a serious solar panel array here. It's just about adequate to be able to harvest solar energy pretty much from whatever direction we're at. So for now, if I just nod down a little, that's going to be grabbing a load of sunlight. As you see from the green dots, we're now at a good angle for that. Even the ones underneath that are partially in shadow, they're receiving some as well, so we're going to be okay. Alright, going through here, as you can see here, I've got some paneling on over the top of something new for the assemblers. As you see here, I now have 4 yield modules. Now, yield modules are great if you want to increase how much you are getting of certain materials. So I would advise in learning to survive, as soon as you've got enough gold to make 4 of these bad boys for a big old refinery, do so. Because that was a mistake I made early on. I didn't have 4 of those. Then now I've got them. Harvesting from this asteroid, I've finally got all of the resources I needed to finish off our engine array. I could have got it probably from just that big platinum deposit we had earlier on and the first gold deposit. And as you can see, nothing else has really changed in here, except for on our engine arrays I've had to put these panels, because otherwise for some reason these large grid large iron engines seem to leak air, yet the small ones like these seem to be airtight. Now I'm not sure why, but that's just the state of affairs. I've added in like a bridge panel here as well, so it sort of smooths out the transitions a little, as you can see there. Right, for now, let's close this up shop. Take our command station. Right. Okay. Let's see, what's the next nearest assignment? Nearest assignments are up there. So, but I think that's the starting area. As you see, our acceleration is huge. Look how fast we're accelerating. And we've constructor. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we can now take that off the bucket list. So what was that? Construction facility or construction platform facility? Right. So that's sort of, as you see, that's now sort of started to thin the herd in terms of what we got left to do. So probably the construction platform is the next nearest that we can do. So we'll head back to base and we'll set course. Might want to turn the other way up because of our gravity generator. Ah. Hit the wrong one. Okay. Right, so if we do this, let's have a look at our gyroscope, see if that's actually on. That is on. This is feeling mighty sluggish in terms of our turning rate. I mean, probably is about right for something of this size and magnitude, but it does feel a bit heavy. So what we might want to do at some point is build ourselves another gyroscope on top, just to be able to have a bit more flexibility in manoeuvring. I mean, I know it's not a starfighter, but you know, it would be nice to have a little bit more flexibility with that. Yeah, for those who are wondering, you know, I did actually go through all that rigmarole of telling you guys what I'd done because I just wanted to let you guys know that I hadn't used any creative tools or anything like that. I've just done it on natural as the game allows, just with a little bit of help, because unfortunately real life does get in the way for me. Yeah. There's the facility. There's our shadow. Right, so some sort of shipbuilding facility. So I'm imagining then I'm not liking how close we're getting to that. Go for a bit of a spacewalk. Where are you? Platform's there. Oh, hello. What we got here? A incomplete salmon. Right, let's find out what we're doing. It's a construction platform. It looks like there's enough materials to build your own ship. There is already a base to start from. Begin by adding a cockpit. Add and weld a cockpit to control your ship. Alright, so go G. We'll add in a cockpit section. I right clicked on those to get rid of them. Okay, so what do you think? The fighter cockpit? I mean, either way, we're going to need metal grids anyway, so... yeah. Alright, so we need some construction comps. Oh, large. Tell you what, let's do it this way. Go G. Click on that, and it will, you know, select that one. And the build planner. Go dink. So we've now got almost all of the... I didn't touch it. That was actually rather creepy. Right, let's go and get that interior plate. Can't withdraw 15 interior plates? Because there is no interior plate. They wanted me to use the other cockpit. Alright. Well, that's okay. Let's go and see if we got some interior in there. There we go. This is what I was saying the other day, was you may want to start thinking about adding on something else onto our command ship, more space. Good, now we need functional thrusters in all 6 directions. Use the ion thrusters for space travel. More thrusters means faster acceleration. Yeah, I think we need to get these thrusters sorted out like pronto. Because as you can see, we're floating off into space, so the sooner we get these thrusters made, the better. Let's grab that. Thruster comps. Not sure what else we need at the moment. Probably going to be using the large ion thrusters, you know, the standard thrusters, that is. Oh look, they're finally stopped rotating. Obviously, that's like that. Wrong button. Need that one in there. Oh. A bit of that. Some motors. So it looks more like just construction components now, just to finish off those thrusters. I think if I was to do this again, I'd probably start with a battery. Alright. Okay, so what I've done here is, because I've put it on blue, if I just select a block, press the middle mouse button, I can then change the coloration of the thrusters that I've placed down to be blue, because what is going to look out of place? Is that what done? That was done, apparently. Ship needs gyroscope for orientation. More gyroscopes means higher sensitivity. Add and weld gyroscopes to your ship. Okay, well, they've got a nice spot there for a gyroscope, so... Now... I've lost the gyroscopes. There we go. Right. Now, there is a way round for these, and then also depending on the orientation of the cockpit as well, we want to get the correct way around. Now you see there's like a dot on the top with a bar going across the blue like circle. Well, that's your front. Oh, need some steel plate. So we'll grab a bit of steel plate. We'll come back for the rest of the components in a minute. Oh, and that's the bottom. So yeah, there we are. Okay, nothing in the build planner. So if with the welder out, right click, shows us what we. There we go. Then middle click on the container to grab any and all materials. Right. Lastly, your ship needs power. Either build reactors and add fuel, or build batteries that come with a small amount of power. Okay, now it doesn't appear. Yeah, there was. Yeah, right there. Right on the block. What's in between there? Nothing. So. Basically, it's just a starter for 10 sort of ship. So once we've applied what we need to apply, we should then be able to customize our further. Yeah, normally you don't get 75% battery.
Energy low.
Energy's low, is it? Okay, so let's find the cockpit. We'll just sit in here. We can now orient our little fighter back towards the construction platform. There we go, it's turned yellow. So now we'll just park up. So she ain't going anywhere. Which means we can finish off all and every upgrade that we need to do. Right, now, with this being a little fighter craft, I think what we need is some form of cargo container to put munitions in. And we also need a connector on the back. So once we build an extension onto our cruiser, we can then oops, I think a medium would do nicely, more than nicely actually. See, is there a good way we can do this? Probably not. Why isn't that going in? Oh, because I need a ton of interior plate. Now for that we're going to have to go back for a command ship again. But yeah, this is all about customizing this little fighter craft, how you want it, because well, that's what the construction platform's all about, really. Place medium cargo container. Why? What's in the I think it's the foot. The landing gear. Landing gear's in the way. Alright. Okay, let me just try something here. Right, rockets. Item is too large for small conveyors. Okay. Munitions. Apparently that can go in small conveyors. Oh, we don't have a rocket launcher on here. I suppose. Right, tell you what, this is what we'll do. Yeah, of course. Let's put 200 units of the interior in and we'll grab what we can. Oh, yeah, to do that, what you do is grab what you want with the right mouse button, drag it across to where you want to drop it, and then it comes up with this to allow you to put in what you want to transfer over. In this case, I just wanted to transfer over enough just to be able to put this in, weld that up. We'll put in the medium. If we put it that way round, should be fine. And our connector and shove on the end. We're not really transferring any munitions in, so... But, if we were, what we could do is... There's a side connection on here. We could take it round, in, and also round, down, and into our Gatling gun arrays. Okay. For now, however, let's transfer that. Grab a bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. Don't think we need that. Computers we might need some of. Grab the steel plate while we're at it. I mean, she's not exactly the prettiest thing in the fleet, but you know, she's going to be a great fighter. Okay, I think let's have a look at weapons. Now, where are we? I've probably gone straight past them. I had. Let's go for weapons arrays. Okay. It's a rocket launcher. A reloadable rocket launcher. Ah. Yep, you can even get the railgun. Assault cannons. Okay. Okay, well, I like the look of the reloadable rocket launcher, so I think what we'll do is, because otherwise we'll be shooting our engine arrays. Where's connection? There we go. I wonder if we can put in, yes, conveyor frame. Alright, so we need interior for this. So if we put in a frame there, go back to our weapons, sorry, missiles. Now I'm going to assume that is the back and that's the front. Nothing in our build planner. Oh, we're still going to be shooting ourselves anyway. Did not see that. Okay, let's dump everything back in there. Ooh. Alright, need one display. Okay, because a medium conveyor tube is then going to have that way above. I mean, way above. So there's nothing stopping us maybe, say, doing 2 frames. Excuse me. We just have a swig of something, just clear the old throat. There we go. Because we're going to put some framework around this as well, you know, some armour plating and stuff. So, Uh, 5 metal grid, 8 large steel.
Energy low.
Right. Okay, so we're not venting in the atmosphere, so it's good. I think when we do this expansion, we're going to have to change this from a survival kit to a medical room to be able to speed up our healing process. Because frankly, it takes forever. Oh, I forgot the parts. I forgot the parts. What? Oh, okay. Can I make 2 of those? There we go. Got so much materials now in the ship that we should be able to get away with producing pretty much anything. Alright, so there's our missile launchers. We've got the Gatling guns on the bottom there. Right. So like I said, we do need to think about connecting these right, and this is where we're now going to need to probably be spaceborne for this, so let's get her up in the air a little so we can actually see what we're doing and what we're working with. I've probably gone a bit too far, because what I want to do now is if we go on this. Why are you not giving me? Oh, I know why. I'm on the wrong one for the small grid conveyors. For some reason, small grid conveyors are not in the same inventory as the as all the other conveyors. So yeah, let's use a reinforced corner. So we might have to do some travelling to the starship for this. Oh, I've run out of steel plate. Okay. And use a couple of straight pieces there. Okay, what we got there? Small cargo container. Alright. Okay. Let's weld these up. So, interior plate, motor, construction comps. So we're going to need to do this on the other side as well, because we are going to need, you know, it's a military vessel, so we're going to need to have redundancies. So we'll transfer over what? Okay. 100 of those in there then. Yeah, do 20 of those. Transfer over another 2 of those. I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. Don't know what, but I'm forgetting something here. Just looking at it, and I've already forgotten what it was. Construction. No, I don't think I've missed anything. There we go. It's not the prettiest of things, but we can do something about that in a minute. Let's do the same here. Whoops. Getting damage from the thrusters there. Yeah, that should be okay. So, again, where is the armoured corner? No, not the T-piece. Oh, I've not gone far enough, that's why. Make sure those are done up better. I think I've got that the right one there. Yeah. Okay, and then all we need now is just to be able to get the straight pieces in. Okay, let's go around the other side. There we go. It looks like we could put in another couple of thrusters there and there. We've got I think we got everything pretty much in place. Now, what I did see, however, that we can do, which is something cool, this is just something that's been added in recently with the release of the automations. I don't really know. Let's have a look together. These things called conveyor caps. I think these now come as base game parts. So basically, what we could do, slap that on there, one on there, sort of hides the conveyor port. We don't have any more construction components. Okay. I'm probably making this more than it is, but you know, there we go. So we've got the caps on, so that's looking quite nice and neat. I mean, this isn't perfect, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. I should have taken this into account when we were doing these grids. We've got these small ports on the side here, so that'll be okay for. If I can get the orientation correct. This will be okay for like transferring like the munitions for like Gatling guns, but something like
Energy low.
always the way. Something like the rockets, however, they're too big. You'd need at least the medium conveyors or the large conveyors to be able to transfer it around. So yeah, okay, let's see. Now that we've got a bit more energy, we should be fine. Right, we want the T-piece one this time round. So drop in there, then straight. So that's all connected up there. Right, there we go. So that's all connected up nicely. And yeah, we'll have a bit of fun. We'll add in a few more engines, and we will. Yeah, so basically we've got a lot of thrust forward, a lot of thrust backwards, so we'll be able to stop this thing quickly. Fortunately, we now have the resources to be able to do so. Right, so I need 4 thruster components and at least 4 large steel tubes. So we go back to the command ship. We can get this done easily. 4 of those. Now it says we don't have enough platinum, but that should draw from our refinery, which should have enough. There we go. It's drawn everything it needs. There we go. Okay, telling me we don't have enough room. Chop 150 of that off. Should be ample enough to, yes. In a way, sort of starting to remind me of the bomber from Wing Commander. Right. Now we've done that. Let's add on a little bit of armour. You know, sort of prettify her up a little, as much as we can. I mean, you know, she's not exactly going to be the prettiest girl in the fleet, but obviously we got to take into account the thrusters. Oops. Mouse can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. Okay, that's sorted out. I wonder if we can do something with this. Oops, hold on. There we go. Yeah, sort of gives it a bit of shape now. What we could do, I suppose, is if we get rid of that, put in maybe something like that. Once we yeah, okay. We could do something like that, maybe. Yeah, it makes it look like more like a gunship now. So I removed the wrong block. It can happen to me more than others, but it can happen. I need to sort out my mouse wheel because that's getting rather difficult. Got in the way of the thrusters again. Okay, so yeah, we're starting to get on the shape of like a little gunship sort of thing, you know. So keep on filling her in the areas where she needs it. I wonder if that... That's in one of these. There is a piece that will go in there. There we go. But what we want that's right.
Energy low.
That's a different coloration. Some sort of grey. Oops. Maybe it's that one. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to take care of something just quickly. Now, to be able to copy the paint, if we go Shift P, it then allows us to copy that paint job across. Because what we want to do is the same on the other side. We want to add in our little wingtip here. And our
Energy critical.
and obviously do the same. Underneath. On both sides. Alright, let's get a little bit of energy back. I think what we are going to have to do is quickly revisit the command center, the command ship I mean. Right, now where did I put it? That should have just quickly just refilled my there we go. Okay, so just to sort of finish her off. No, wrong one. I think there's going to be a pretty way of doing this because we don't really have much of a choice here. So if I do say that there and that there, it sort of shields that off. And we'll do similar on the other side. Let's load this up. Okay. So now we've got the front sorted out. We just need to sort out the tail end. And then basically, yeah, we can then at least attach our snub fighter to the command ship for now. Maybe between episodes I can start the process of building us an extension for our hangars. Yeah, move the engine array to the back of the ship, as it will be once I do the extension. And we could always maybe even do like an upper and lower deck sort of scenario. So the command section is up above, and I mean there are endless possibilities with what we can do. So alright, and there we have it. Oh, we've forgotten our the nose section. We just want to do something simple on the nose, just so that she doesn't look so, I don't know, exposed on the front, maybe? Really? And also what I can then do is any resources, off camera, I'll just transfer them over, salvage what I can from the base, although we don't really need that much. But yeah, salvage what I can from the base so that we can continue on our voyage. Although thinking about it, I should have just salvaged from the base just to be able to get the resources to be able to complete this. Oops. And then we have her, our little snub fighter. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I say, I'll grab some resources and bits and pieces off of this base, dumping it on our ship. So, and then, I don't know, maybe next episode we'll start the expansion. I'll run you guys through what I did last time as I'm doing it, so that you guys can see. Hopefully we'll also grab another one of these missions as well. And yeah, thank you for joining me.